Hey, YouTube. Well, here I'm here to talk about how to calculate the difference between simple interest and interest that is built upon interest. So let me share my Excel. And then this could be we could use our example as loan or an investment. So investments are basically when you put money in and accrue interest. That's that's essentially the money that's essentially the income you're gonna get, basically. And then the loans are kind of the opposite of investments. So loans, you get money, um, and you will have to pay it back. We'll have to pay back plus interest. So there's the two concepts of loans and investments. So they start off with a thing called the principal, which is the original balance. So principal equals original balance. Um Principal or initial balance. Interest is the a rate in which you have to pay back. And then now it's the rate in which you have to pay back from the principal. And then the time is the length, and then this is and then interest is we're using the APR, so annual percentage rate, and then that's the annual interest rate. And then this is the annual interest rate in years. And then anything like if we have like 6 months, so we're gonna do like 6/12. We're just gonna divide the interest like by half, for example. If we have 6 months, we're gonna do like the rate times time. And then so like so if we have years, it would be like 1, 2, 3 in years. But if we had like semi years, it would be like 0.5, 0.75, and so on. And then that's just the rate has changed as well. So let's just focus on years now. So let's just say we have a principal of 500. Let's just say our APR is of 4%, and then we I guess the time and then we could do this. So we're gonna call this principal or initial balance or balance um time, and then the rate. Okay, so or actually, you know what? We're gonna do year, and then we're gonna do the balance, and then okay, so now we're gonna do zero. So this is the formula for the principal. So the interest amount, or you know what? I forgot to add the interest amount. So let's do the interest amount. And then the interest amount is the principal times rate times time. And this is also known as the simple interest. And then I'm just gonna say the accumulative interest here. So yeah, this is known as what's called the simple interest. And then the accumulative interest is when interest is earned on top of each other. So it's just the balance plus the interest amount uh times the rate times time. And then that's known as the accumulative interest. So that's what we have here. And then this could also be reflected as what's known as the future value. So the future value is the principal plus interest, or principal plus accumulative interest. And then that's also known as the future value. And then it could just be represented like this. So future value equals the principal plus 1 plus r to the power of t. And then the simple interest is just the principal times 1 plus r. And then this is just the principal plus p times r. Essentially, this is what the simple interest amount is, or the balance with simple interest. And then essentially the difference between this and this is the power to the t is accounting for everything, that the principal that's constantly changing, because the or the balance is constantly changing because interest is added upon interest. So that's kind of like the principle, like the what these mean. So let's just do an example, and then I'm gonna give you a moral of the story. So let's just say, and that's why the numbers are slightly different than here. So let me go ahead and actually fix up this table. So we're gonna do the 500, and then this becomes 520, and then this becomes 541. Um, Okay, because this interest and then this balance is just deriving from here, so it's not the same. So we could just you know what we could do? We could just probably rewrite it, and then it'll kind of change it to become like this. So we said it was 520, but then now we just do like 500, and then this would be the and then we could probably just get rid of this, and then we'll just do the um, year amount, and then ending balance interest. So so at the year it's just 500, and then now it becomes 20, and then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the we're gonna do the 500, and then we're actually gonna do the 520 here, make this 520 here, and then yeah, this is 541.6, and then now we could just kind of move it like so this is basically this isn't the simple interest. This is the interest like earned on the interest. So that's exactly what happens. And then now we're just gonna move this here. And then now what we're gonna do, or we're actually just gonna move this here. And then we could see that these are kind of just close to these. So there's only like a matter of like the rounding differences, which which is just it's gonna be like slightly off. So and then this is the interest like accrued amongst the interest. So you know the principal times rate times time. So they're getting the principal off the interest that was earned upon the interest, making like the balance, making this balance changing basically. So that's how why the interest just keeps on getting like bigger and bigger. Um, so now we can probably just let's see. Yeah, we can probably just move this down, and then we could see that the moral of the story is that the interest keeps on getting larger because the balance also keeps on getting larger. So basically, for a loan, like if you don't pay on time, you're gonna have to pay more interest, and then time interest becomes more expensive over time. So that's kind of like the moral of the story. And then as for investing, so like over time, investments get bigger. The ROI becomes like bigger and bigger. So basically, that's kind of that in a nutshell. So you could see that yeah, it just keeps on growing. This is the accumulative interest over the new balances. And then that's kind of it. So over the years, simple interest never stays the same. Because interest is being earned upon interest. And then this could be represented by the formula, the future value formula. So future value equals principal uh 1 plus r over time. And then since we have multiple ears, we're gonna have this. But if we only had one ear, it would be just the principal times rate times time to give like the one interest. And then this principal is always changing over time. So that's why it's kind of like that. Well, that's kind of the lesson for the interest. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.